Okay, so to get more of an understanding of the type of energy that we're dealing with here, it's just electrostatic energy. It's just the static that you get from walking on a rug in the wintertime and touching a door handle. The spark is there, but the amount of actual energy is not a whole lot. So I have one of these small capacitors, 25 volts, was it 680 microfarads. Okay, so it's only one of these small capacitors. I just want to let people understand that, and I have it hooked up right here. Just want people to understand that the Wimshurst generator is just taking static energy from the air. It's not hooked up to anything. It's just taking the static energy or electrostatic energy from the air and depositing it on capacitors, and then when it builds up enough voltage, it'll jump across and make a spark. Now, I'm not using these electrodes. I have a spark gap right here that I'm using. So with that being explained, that it's just the air that I'm collecting this static energy from with the Wimshurst, and I'm using a stepper motor and a driver to turn it so I don't have to crank it by myself. I want more of a constant output from the Wimshurst in order to get roughly a constant spark, so I can do my measurements and figure out how I can improve this. So, enough said. I have a small capacitor. The black lead comes off the start of the coil. It's just going around and coming back. It's a long lead, and I had to use the it's not hooked up to this capacitor, and this capacitor is not hooked up at all. So I'm just, the lead goes around like that. The blue lead goes down, around, comes back around, and goes to the end of the coil. Okay, so I'll start it up. And there's a spark. You can hear the spark. There's another spark. There's another one. Okay, sometimes it's jumping up quite a bit. Almost 100 millivolts at a time there now. But it's jumping up 100 millivolts because it's a much smaller capacity capacitor. The capacitor is smaller, so it's not very much microfarads, so it can store the small amount of energy that this is producing. So now if I turn it up again, you can see that it's producing a certain amount of energy, and it's able to charge this capacitor at not a bad rate. in this short period of time, what, a minute, we're almost up to 3 volts DC, and that is 3 volts because it's each time it's hitting, each time it's sparking. Okay, that was 50. That was 40 or so. Okay, well maybe it was actually working better when it was slower. I'll turn it down again. Turn it right down to minimum again. 327. No. Yeah, it's about... I thought it was going up at 40 or 100 millivolts at a time, but maybe that was because the capacitor was empty and now it's charging and it's getting up. It's starting to fill up with charge, I guess we will call it. So yes, this is 6.5 minutes. There's no sense of going too much further with this. I just want to explain what was going on. That's just static electricity, and you can pull back some here so you can see it's just a Wimhurst, and it's a small one too, because there's my hand, right? I forget what the measurement was. I think it's only 9 inches across. It's not very big. It's only a small Wimhurst. But the thing is, I have to test on the small one first. I have bigger ones, but I have to test on the small one first before I start getting into sparks that'll jump an inch. So I have to understand how much energy I'm dealing with here. So and I'll have to build a motorized one for that too. So, but yes, this is getting too long. I hope everybody has a great day, but as you can see, in a couple of minutes we're almost up to 5 volts. We're up to 4.5 volts right now. Everybody have a great day. Cheers.